Hey everyone, welcome back to this week's Saturday Planner Party Live. So I'm going to give a few minutes just for people to trickle in, and I wanted to start with something that I saw in the planner Instagram sphere, if you will, and uh, it was a Instagram post that unfortunately I didn't save, which I I save like, I screenshot everything so that I have a place where I can just pull up everything that I've saved for the week, so I know what to talk about, and for some reason, I didn't screenshot this, maybe because it was so nasty, I guess. So, I, saw a post from someone, and I don't even remember their name. I put on my stories that I wanted to talk about it, but that I hadn't saved it, and I only did that this morning, so I hadn't heard from anyone if they had seen it. But a lot of people are talking about it without actually necessarily referencing the post. But there is someone out there who is basically criticizing women for spending their money and their time on planning, which I think is, hey Amber, it's good to see you. So yeah, basically just criticizing women for engaging in this hobby, which I find very strange, first of all, and saying that like Maya Angelou and all these like big important people didn't waste their time on planning, which is like most people don't know that other people plan in any capacity. Like everyone plans in some way, shape, or form. We just do it decoratively, which I think just makes it more fun. Like if you're gonna do something, it might as well be fun. Um, and I think it's really silly to criticize other people's hobbies. So I just wanted to put my 2 cents in there, and just say that I think if decorative planning is something that you find enjoyable, then you shouldn't feel any shame around doing something that makes you feel good. I will say something that I think people aren't talking about is that there's definitely a lot of, how do I say this? Um, there's definitely a lot of like, you need to buy this, this, and this. And even like with what I'm going to talk about today, like a lot of it is about releases. Like it is definitely a hobby that can be quite expensive. And I think there are people who are able to spend more money on this hobby than others. And I think there is sometimes a feeling of not being good enough if you can't afford to like subscribe to all the subscription boxes or get all of these stickers before they're gone or collect all these different planners. I do think that there is a sort of commodifying for sure of um, items in the planner space. And I think a lot of people aspire to have a lot of things. And I think what's really important is that at the end of the day, you like, let me get this. This is my B6 planner. It is in a beautiful leather cover. It has a Lauren Phelps design plastic cover. It has ollie clips in it. It has kits every week that I set up. But all of that is extra. When you strip everything down to the bare bones, it's the B6 is a notebook. And like if push came to shove, like yeah, I could just plan with a notebook and pen. Like anyone could do that. And yes, Amber, FOMO is real. And it is not to say that that everyone doesn't, like, it's not to say that no one feels like they're missing out on something in any way. And that's kind of what I wanted to do with this. Um, is to show the different things that are out there because it can be overwhelming because people are selling all the time. Um, and people do have different tastes. So there's different shops for different tastes. Like there are some shops that I probably wouldn't buy things from because it's just not my style. Um, I think what's so beautiful is that this community is very much like a beautiful mosaic. Like there are a bunch of different pieces, but when you bring them all together, it's really beautiful. So yeah, when you strip this down to the bare bones, like it's just a notebook that you can write in with a pen and anyone could plan that way. But it's just a way to make things more fun and enjoyable. And some people don't really have time for hobbies, and maybe you just have time during the week where like just this one time during the week where you can sit down and you can plan and you just want that to be time that feels more enjoyable. Like whatever the reason is that you want to do this, you don't have to have any stickers, any um hi Nancy. You don't have to have any like extra stuff. I'm talking about an Instagram post that was circling the Instagram space, um, talking about like criticizing people who are into decorative planning and saying that it's a waste of time and money, um, and comparing us to like I only really remember her saying Maya Angelou, but there was a bunch of other people that like they like saying they don't waste their time on stuff like this, and I just think it's really silly. Essentially, it's like the broad scope of what I'm trying to say. You don't need anything, but if it's something that you enjoy and you want to get yourself some stickers or you want to get yourself that pen that looks really nice, like who cares? I just really think that life is too short to criticize things that other people are passionate about. So that's all I really wanted to say about that. I just I think it's important to address things like that. You can think someone else's hobby is stupid, but I think it's rude to like criticize an entire community of people who obviously think this thing is fun, um, and like just write us all off because you don't get it. And it's not hurting anyone at the end of the day, and you don't have to buy all of the things either. I think that's like a really important reminder, especially going into what I'm going to be talking about or what I talk about every week or what I'm planning to talk about every week, which is new releases. Um, and so, yeah, I just wanted to start with that because I think it's really important, just as a reminder and also as a way of saying, like, if this is something you're passionate about, there is nothing wrong with it. There is absolutely nothing wrong with enjoying yourself in your free time. So, with all of that said, let's go ahead and turn over to what's happening this week, in terms of new releases specifically. There were quite a few. I did try to pare down just a little bit. I am on day 5 of a migraine, so I tried to get it as condensed as possible while still getting you kind of the biggest things that I saw happening in the planner community this week. So let me go ahead and get my screen up. Okay, so if you follow Simply Gilded, you know Simply Gilded has had a lot going on this week. I wanted to start with the holiday release part 2. So last week was more like red and green. Oh, let me read this comment real quick. This looks great. And there's actually 2. So Amber from Amber's Journey says, planning keeps you productive. For me, it is easier to continue when it's fun and pretty. And then she said, some weeks it is just pen and paper. And I think that's so true. Like, it depends on the season of life that you're in. It's very much like some weeks you have time and you want to make it super decorative and super pretty and stuff, but sometimes you just don't have time. But planning still helps you maintain your life and keep you productive. So thank you for that, Amber. Okay, so getting back to Simply Gilded, last week it was more like the traditional red and green. This week is definitely more like, how do I say this? Like winter themed. It does look like a very similar color scheme to her Scorpio release, I think it was, that released last week. So a lot of whites, a lot of like icy blues. We do have this really cute winter beagle bundle that is, they only have a few left. But just a lot of like lighter blues, lighter pinks. So if you're not so much into the like darker tones of like red and green. I find red and green is really, for me at least, is really hard to decorate with. It is not my typical um it is not my typical scheme that I like to plan with, because I find that it's harder for me personally to plan around. So these are great. I adore them. They're so cute. There's another Winter Wonderland juniper plush, which is so sweet. But yeah, it's just a lot of lighter blues, lighter tones. So if you're looking for something holiday-esque, um, these are these are great if you're looking for something maybe a little less traditional, a little more on the winter side. Like this Winter Cabin Night Washi is so lovely. I'm a sucker for all of Simply Gilded's like landscape washi. So that is all on that. The other thing that she released this, or not released, but she went over this week is her new box. And I'm going to pause this. Every time I open this tab, it opens, it like restarts the video. So I couldn't pause it anywhere, but she just released the first picture of her next subscription box, which is the Once Upon a Time. And I want it so bad. Like more, this is going to be the month that I buy a Simply Gilded subscription box because I want this so bad. The pre-order releases on November 2nd, which is my anniversary. So I don't know if you saw my stories, but I said I am ready to treat myself like a princess. So she went live yesterday, and she went live in this really adorable outfit, very on theme. And I'm just going to kind of scroll through this to show you the things that are in the box that she shows. So it's the typical, you get a journaling card, you get a pen, you get a sticker kit, and then you get the washi, obviously. So I'm going to just scroll through this and find what I'm looking for. So that's the box. It is so pretty, you guys. I want it so bad. I love Disney princess stuff. If you've watched one of my Plan With Me videos in my B6, the first, I think it was the first Halloween kit that I did. I did a Snow White theme, and I used to dress up as Snow White every day when I was like, I don't know, 2, 3, and I would act out the entire movie every single day. Like, I love Disney princess stuff, and this just, like, when I saw this box, I believe she showed it on her stories, it took me back to, like, my childhood and all of that. So, this box is really cute. And then, let's see. So this is the journaling card. It's, she likened it to, like, the Beauty and the Beast opening with like the mosaic, like, the stained glass window opening story. And it's just lovely. Everything Simply Gilded does is lovely, let's be honest. But I'm so excited. So this is the pen, and it's a little hard to see all of it, but so the theme of the color scheme is like a very light pink to kind of like a periwinkle blue purple. So this is the pen that she designed for it. And then, so you can see that a little more. She's looking outside. And this is the kit. Look at those full boxes. Oh my gosh. It is so beautiful. I could look at these all day, seriously. And I think it's going to be a problem when I get this. If I get this, fingers crossed, because I don't think I'm ever going to want to use it. I'm just going to want to sit and stare and try not to drool on it. So she shows the boxes a little more in depth. And then, let's see, I'm trying to get to the second page. Okay, so you can see all the foiling on there. You get, it looks like three weeks of date headers, and then you get like smaller boxes and just a bunch of other headers. Look at that color scheme. Oh, it's so beautiful. And then here is the deco flag checklist type page. Um, I mean, just magnificent, honestly. Um, so I believe it's just 3 pages. And then the very last thing, obviously the thing that we're all waiting. Oh no, it's 4 pages. I don't know which one I missed. I think it's just boxes. Um, so here is the washi. And look at that washi. It is so pretty. I'm sorry if I'm like staying on this for too long, but it's so beautiful. And of course it has the landscape with the castle washi on it. And I'm so excited for this, you guys. Let's see. Let me pull this up. So Nancy says, let me read this first one. So Nancy of Nancy's Fancy says a lot of famous people kept notebooks, journals, planners, commonplace books, and etc. They even kept watercolors, drawings, and memorabilia in their notes. That's really cool. I mean, it's kind of like I'm not saying that I'm a person who like you're going to want to remember everything that happened in my life, but that's how like we are able to keep track of like things that happen in history too. Like a lot of times people's journals are like the ones that they come to like find what was going on like in their minds when things were happening and stuff like that. Like the letters that Van Gogh wrote to his brother were like really are like published because people find them to be very insightful to what was going on in his life and how he was feeling. So I totally agree, Nancy. And then you also said, is this a re-release? I think I have this one or one like it. I just to get her subscription boxes. Or maybe I used to get her subscription boxes. I don't know. I have only followed Simply Gilded for maybe a year. And uh I'm very impatient, so it's rare that I get subscription boxes. I'm only now starting to think like I can wait, I can do this, and looking more into subscription box options. So I'm not quite sure if this is a release, um, but I have never seen it before in my limited knowledge of Simply Gilded's boxes. But I mean, I would love if she would re-release this again. Oh, yes, Nancy. I used to get her subscription boxes. Yes. So I don't know if this is a re-release. I've never seen it before. I mean, it is definitely possible. But yeah, definitely one I would buy again, honestly. So that is it for what she has shown in the box. The pre-order is November 2nd again. So I would definitely, if you're thinking about getting this box, not wait because it sounds like people are obsessed with this box like me. So if you want to get one, I would swoop one up on the 2nd. Okay, so let's move on to Aura Estelle. So I thought when I woke up this morning that these had been released yesterday. They have not. They're going to be released with I think it's November 10th. Yeah, so it says our companion release will also be moved to November 10th alongside our dated B6 A5 planners. All of these were supposed to be released on Halloween, if I'm remembering correctly, and it's been pushed to November 10th. So basically what these are is they are like companion notebooks to the planners. So if you need like extra paper, kind of like with like a Hoponichi weeks, you get like 70 some pages. And if that's not enough, you're out of luck. So they are doing something, I think really cool with adding kind of like they all come in pink to my knowledge, or maybe they also come in black. I'm not sure. But I think it's a really cool idea, especially because a lot of us need a lot of paper to do this hobby we love so much. Um, so if you are interested in getting this, they are designed with the 0.15 grid and include 190 pages, or 95 sheets, I believe, is like, if you look at two sides, those are 2 pages, and then like it's one actual sheet. And those will be coming out November 10th, and they are going to be available in A5, B6, A6, weeks, standard, and pocket size. So they're quite extensive. And as of right now, the only thing they have out is the A5, the A6, and the weeks. Or no, the A6 and the weeks. I think those are the only two that they've released so far for the dated. So if you're looking for A5 or B6 in the dated for 2023, you're going to want to wait until November 10th. But again, like I said last week, if you are interested in the weeks or the A6, you can order those now, and then in the like comments of the order, I think they said you can write hold, and it will hold it until you buy from the next release, and then they will refund you one of the shipping costs. So if you are looking to swoop up a companion grid notebook with your A6 or your weeks, then you can get them all together if you just wait a little longer, essentially. Okay. The other thing from Aura Estelle and Annie Plans Principles, because they do collaborate for all of this stuff, is that Annie Plans Principles is coming out with, and this is the first one. So right now the A6 is one of the two sizes that they have out. If you want to start using those early, you can get an A6. Right now, I think she only has the A6 up, but she said in her stories that she's working on other sizes. She is essentially creating like a little booklet that you can use in like the traveler's notebook. What do you call them? Loops. And you can slide this, you can print this off, slide this in, boom, you have your November, so that you can start using your planner early, essentially, and I guess get used to the format and things like that. So it's $2.35 USD. I obviously don't know for any of the others, but this will cover the from Halloween all the way through November 27th. So if you're interested in getting that, you can find it on the Annie Plans Printables website. I assume if you go to Aura Estelle and you're on the A6 page, they probably will link over to this so that you can start using this early. But if not, it was a little hard to find. If you go to APP Accessories, that's Aura Estelle Annie Plans Principles, and then go to A6. I believe this is the only one that she has out right now. Like if I go to weeks, oh, well, that's right. She does have weeks because she has the conversion kit for Monday starts, which I talked about last week. So she does have a few extra, but I believe she's probably going to release the A5 and the B6 with the releases of those planners. So if you did want to start early, I imagine that she will be coming out with those then. As of right now, only the weeks and the A6 are up. Okay, so moving on to Harriet Wright Designs. So the way that Harriet Wright Designs website is set up, it's hard to see all the covers together. So I pulled up her Instagram post just so you can see the 2023 covers that that they have. They just launched on Friday, and they come in various sizes from A5 wide, dated. So both the A5 wide and the B6, dated and undated, notebook inserts, and these new covers. They also have a 25% off code, and that's spooky, for this weekend. So, excuse me. So if you go to HarrietWrightDesigns.com, you'll see the huge ad at the top saying that you get the 25% off. And then if you just scroll down a little bit, you'll be able to find everything that you need. So if you want the dated A5 wide or the undated, the B6, everything you could possibly need is pretty much right there. And then of course they have like stickers and mini sheets and all of that amazing good stuff. I am obsessed. Here, I'm going to pull this up. I am obsessed with this kit. I love kind of non-traditional holiday wintry type color schemes, and this like dark blue just like speaks to me. So if you are looking for kits, Harriet Wright Designs is a really beautiful place to find those. And again, everything is 25% off this weekend only. So if you're looking for something like that, that is the place to go. And then these are, again, these are the covers, the new covers that they have. And again, we're seeing a theme. There's Disney Princess here. So if you're interested. Okay, so let's move on to, this is actually one that I only saw because I was watching Rachel Beauty Plans, and she mentioned something was going on. I'll be honest, I wasn't paying attention super closely. I like to put on videos while I'm like doing my makeup or whatever. But I did notice that she was talking about the Angel Shop and something about a release. So I went and looked it out. I went and checked it out, and they did. So if you know the Angel Shop, you know they kind of have like a week's size. I think that's kind of like their traditional size is like a standard or a like a week's size. They did just come out with or excuse me, they are pre-sailing it right now. I don't believe that they're like out yet because this is their like brand new, like more neutral palette, and they're doing it in B6 size. So let me pull up, I want to see. No, it's not that. Yeah, so this is like the typical layout if you've never seen. Let me see if I can zoom in. It won't let me. Okay. But this is the typical layout of the Angel Shop, what do you call them? Planners. But it is wider, and I mean, very sweet. I love the colors. I love the caramel tan. I'm a big sucker for caramel tan types colors. So if you are interested, because for me personally, looking at the Angel Shop planners, they're really cute, but they're way too small for me. My handwriting is ginormous, no matter how small I try to make it. So I like anything smaller than a B6 is really hard for me. So this is something that I definitely want to look more into and really think about because I am still looking at building my own 2023 lineup. I'm pretty satisfied with where I am, but you know how it is. You want to use every single planner you see. So this one's definitely on my radar. It's so lovely to look at on the cover. I love the hardbound look. And yeah, it looks really pretty. So I'm definitely gonna have to think about that. Paper Shire, this is just a really quick one. I just love Paper Shire. It's not a huge release. It's just something I wanted to talk about, honestly. They came out with journal stickers for the holidays, and look how freaking cute these are. I love them so much. So it does look like there's kind of a little bit for everybody. You have the traditional doodle style with the thick lines, and then you have the little more understated, like the winter chills, the white pumpkin, and then the evergreen bullet journal stickers. So there's a little something for everyone, whether you like more cute or a little more understated. I just thought I would shout that out because I think they're very sweet. Okay, we're almost to the end. So, oh, and I actually wanted to switch these. So we'll come back to that. I do like to talk about smaller companies before larger ones. So Lauren Phelps Designs was on her stories yesterday talking about how her Advent sale, not the pre-order, but the sale for the Advent is launching on Friday, next Friday. So 6 days from today. I really should have looked at the date. But next Friday, she will be launching the sales, and she only has about 100, like just under 100 boxes left, or advents left. So if you're interested in getting those, she says, do not wait. They will go fast. And she said, if you are interested, you can look at the advent for last year on her page. So I went and looked for it. Of course, you have to scroll really far in order to find it because we all post a lot. But in her stories, in her highlights, you can see the 2021 Advent, and it will link to every single reel that she did last year for the Advent calendar. So if you are looking at different Advent calendars and wondering which one you want to get, this is a great way if you feel like you've missed the boat, because a lot of people have already sold their Advent calendar or their Advent packages, if you will. Her sale doesn't launch until Friday. So if you're still like thinking about it and you want to get in on the Advent fun, Lauren Phelps Designs is, of course, another designer who just designs really beautiful florals, and also, of course, does the clear covers for basically every size under the sun. So that is that. And the very last one that I want to talk about today is the Hoponichi Techo 2023. And I'm going to butcher this, but I'm going to try Han or Hon. I don't know. Basically, it looks like a typical cousin, but in a hardback cover, which I don't know. I feel like a lot of people just slide theirs into a cover anyway. But if you want something that's like cousin styled, but in a hard cover, this one also opens flat 180 degrees. It actually comes with a pencil board. And like a pen clip, and it has 4 different designs for the cover. I think the rabbit one and the plant one are very sweet. So I just wanted to make you all aware of that they are launching for 2023. If you haven't already gotten a cousin, which I know a lot of people have already gone for their weeks and all their Hoponichi stuff, when like Jet Pens launched them and stuff like that. If you're looking for something that you just need like a simple something to carry around, and the cousin is a format that works for you, then I would definitely give this a look. It will launch December 1st. So I'm not positive if it's going to launch on Jet Pens on that day, or if it's going to be on Jet Pens at all. I honestly didn't even check, but they have a link to 1101.com, and in their store it looks like you can look at the designs. So I would definitely check that out if that's something you're interested in. This is on Hoponichi's Instagram if you're interested. But yeah, so that's really all I have to say about that. I want the cousin to work for me so badly, and it just doesn't, which is so strange because I use Astrology, which is literally a notebook, and I use a page for every day. So you would think that it would work, but unfortunately it doesn't. So the last thing that I wanted to do was we talk about like every week I want to do a creator spotlight, like a creator of the week. And a lot of people in the planner community were really saddened to hear that Leslie Jordan passed away. And I honestly didn't even know that he was a planner person, or that he liked journaling and stickers, but apparently he has always kept a journal, and he liked using stickers and stuff like that. Oh, excuse me, that's my coffee. So I just wanted to give like a little shout out to Leslie Jordan. I honestly don't know if you will hear the volume to this, but I thought it would play it because it's very sweet. And then we will wrap up for the day. So let's do that. Tell me if you guys can hear this, because I don't know for sure.
Another way I call them is I write in my journal, and I put little stickers. I decorate. I'm a high school cheerleader stuck in a 65-year-old male body. My Violet stickers came today. Look, aren't they beautiful? I think I fell out of the wind and landed at my mother's high heels. I just like things pretty. I think that's why Thomas
You
said
got
I
it. One
put on
second.
this earth, just to make things pretty. Rabbits. Well, hello, fellow Uncle Coming to you how a doctor.
Okay. All right. So that was it. I will link this video down below for you. If it wasn't loud enough, I did try to turn it up a little bit, but the video was kind of over by that point. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to figure out my tech setup. But I think it's a really great way to kind of round out this whole live, just because talking about at the beginning with someone criticizing us for the planner community, and then ending it with just seeing Leslie Jordan just being so excited about like getting new stickers and being a journaler and just something that brings such simple joy to someone. Leslie Jordan was quite a special person, and um, I think that it's really cool that my mom, who is not remotely part of the planner community, she was like, "Oh my gosh, I was so sad to hear that Leslie Jordan had passed away," and then like the same day I saw just outpouring of love from the planner community, just devastated to hear about his passing. So I think it's really cool, and rest in peace to Leslie Jordan. I'm just gonna check in with the comments one last time before we go. So let me pull that up. Okay, it looks like I just got. Oh, thank you so much. Is it Jeannie or I think it's Jeannie, right? I'm so sorry if I'm butchering that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I honestly, doing this, like, I wasn't sure if anyone would even be interested in seeing things like this. But it's honestly just an outlet for me to actually talk about like the things that I think are really cool that no one else in my life understands. Like I say like Hoponichi and no one knows what I'm talking about. So this is like really fun for me. Like no one knows what Tomoe River paper is, or like why anyone cares about a B6 over an A5, or you know, all of that stuff. So this is really a really fun outlet for me, and I'm really glad that you got some enjoyment from it. So Nancy from Nancy's Fancy says, I use a dated Kinbor. Um, by the way, my Cinderella kit is green and is in my old 2018 Erin Condren spiral planner. Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's really fun. Oh, I love that. So, let's see. Oh, so Nancy, I will link his Instagram post in my description box once I finish with the live. That way you can go and watch it because it is really sweet. I do apologize for that. I will work on my setup. And then Jeannie, oh, thank you so much. Really, it's just it's just whatever I find during the week. So hopefully they will continue to be good. I know we are kind of in like a holiday season where all of the really cool things are coming out. So hopefully we keep with that. And with that, I think we're going to end it there. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you stopping by. I have a video. My first ever memory plan with me is going live tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then on Monday, we are back to our regularly scheduled plan with me at noon. And I hope I will see you there. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And I will see you next week. Bye.